Hey, welcome to Watercooler. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know how the show goes. All right, Chris Loxamana, kick it with my Curl Digital Bud, and then Matt and Kaylin as well. With me today in studio.
In studio,
it's the Dudio, Mike Dawson.
What is crapping in everybody?
Hey. I want to hear all about your Roxy show in a moment.
Rock show.
Roxy. And all the way in Nohoka, it's Kaylin Bean.
What's going on?
Hi, Kaylin. Kaylin and I, we went on a little trip.
Oh, yeah?
Dang.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did you guys go to Da Nang?
Well, if Da Nang is the same place as heaven, then yeah, because we were in heaven. And also from Austin, Texas. Well, not from, but in Austin, Texas. Speaking to us from Austin, Texas, it's Mr. Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Matt. Look, Matt, I know you have a Chez Fondelier today, but Kaylin and I had a food experience.
Yeah.
We really went for
hear
it.
all about
We
it.
really went for it. Kaylin and I just got back from our couples trip in Santa Barbara. By couples trip, I mean
right.
he went to Santa Barbara. He scheduled a Santa Barbara trip the exact same days that I scheduled Santa Barbara trip.
Yeah.
This is entirely coincidence.
I hope you guys had some Brophy Bros stories.
We didn't go to Brophy Bros together, but man, were we Brophy Bros during this trip? I had a really great time hanging with
I
them.
did go to Brophy Bros. I just did not go with Chris.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we didn't need to. We
So
had
we
our
went-
film places.
Yeah, so
This was part of your dark week that you guys had that we're just coming back from?
Yeah,
Or this
that's
was
right.
like
Dark week
Dark
in Da
week.
Nang.
So I had a dark week. Dawson and I, all the listeners know because we've all worked here before. There's a week in August that this company takes off, and we go on vacations, or I get
Or stay home and work all week.
or I get taken to Monterey.
Yeah.
And and just hang out with Adam racing vintage cars all weekend, whatever it may be. But this time I didn't have to go to Monterey, and I thought, well, Jen has been at home with my son.
The roll up to SB. It's a whole nother world.
And she's been taking care of him, and she's going to be starting work next month, or in like a week or so. So I thought, let's go somewhere. Let's do a little something to celebrate how great you've been doing staying home with him all day, because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Like, I come home and she's exhausted. She's not sleeping. She's really been a champion through this whole thing. So let's go do something. Let's go to Santa Barbara. Got a hotel. Let's just go up there. We'll
Where was
relax.
your hotel?
East Beach.
Okay.
Yeah. A little away from the hustle and bustle, but still close
Fest
enough.
Park or East Beach?
No.
Doubletree action or Easter than that?
East. I don't know if it's
So
East or
like
not.
East Beach proper.
East Beach proper.
Okay.
Yeah, right on East Beach.
Okay.
And so I thought, okay, let's go.
Hotel Santa. No, not the Hotel Santa Barbara. But I used to valet park at that place.
Let's.
Like you were
damn
the
it.
valet?
Yes.
Like that's what you used to do?
Yes.
That was a job of yours?
Yeah,
That's cool.
valet and flip pizzas until I got into radio.
Nice.
What was it called?
What was the craziest car you ever valeted?
I'll tell you, the craziest car I ever told someone else to valet was a Lamborghini. I'm like, nope.
You're like, not
You didn't
touching
want to do
that?
it?
No, absolutely not.
I feel like that's why
Like
you
you can
valet.
really live it up.
That's
Yeah.
why you do it.
Yeah,
So
no,
you get a chance
I was
to.
like,
But if you do,
it was like my second day on the job.
It's not on you. It's on
That's right.
else. So at least you get fired. Go.
Yeah, but my best friend was the boss.
Okay.
I think I had him drive it. I'm like, I'm not getting you in trouble, dude.
You should have done it.
Yeah.
You probably think about it.
supposed to
See,
have done it.
yeah. Now you're thinking about it still. It's still on your mind. You missed out.
I'm picturing a Ferris Bueller's Day Off style subplot where Dawson just takes it for a joyride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no.
He's been over
That's
over the canyon with it.
See, that's a good premise right there. So I booked a midweek stay, a Wednesday to Friday. Thought, okay, I never stay anywhere midweek, so that's going to be kind of cool. It's not during the big busy weekends. Plus, I think reduced hotel rates, it's kind of nice, right? Like, it's like, oh, we're going weekday, baby. I mean, I'm off, you're off, let's go. Everything else will still be open. And then Kaylin emails us like a few days after I booked this. Hey, guys, I can't do water cooler these days. I'm going to Santa Barbara Wednesday to Friday. And so I texted him.
Game on.
We coordinated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we met up. So he was with his girl, I was with mine, plus the baby. But yeah, we met up, had a little couples hangout.
Does that mean, Kaylin, you guys got a babysitter for your little girls?
Babies. Yeah, you could say that. We did not.
Grandparents?
Grandparents. Yeah.
There you go.
I did ask Kaylin. I think I said, hey, we're going to St. Barbara. Are you going? You're going too? Are you bringing the kids? And I believe Kaylin, you responded, "Fuck no."
Yeah.
All caps.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's kind of fun. So Kaylin and I, we were walking. Benny is now being able to use the baby carrier thing, like in The Hangover. Like the
sure.
Yeah, so we use
So you
that
can
a
just
lot.
sit there, strapped to you.
Yeah, just strapped to you, and they're like just kind of hanging there.
I couldn't do that before.
I guess you could do it before, but now he's like really liking it,
They got to have head support
Yeah.
for a long time.
especially to face outwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you gotta,
Until their neck can
Yeah.
stand up straight. They can't do that shit.
So he's using it now, and he's having a blast using it. So but I have the stroller still, so I'm pushing it. Then Kayla and I, we're ahead of the girls because we want some boys time to chat.
you're already jumping ahead. You already skipped out on our first.
Okay, fill us in.
I'm not
Kaylin,
going
go.
chronologically, Kaylin. I'm just saying some points
Okay.
here.
Yeah, what a ridiculous notion to tell a story chronologically. Put me in fucking Pulp Fiction, baby. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's go chronologically. So
Before we left, they got to our hotel room because we were staying more in kind of the area where everything's happening. And he told me about this. I still forget the name of it. These oysters that he got. He sent me a picture of it the night before, but I was too drunk and forgot to look at it. But he said, I sent you that picture, and I looked at it, and man, they looked like some fucking awesome oysters and uni. He goes, it's at this spot. It's right. And I didn't even realize this. I thought it was next to him. It's right next to Brophy Bros. And so we had about another hour until checkout.
What was it called?
I don't remember.
Santa Barbara Fish Market.
Santa Barbara Fish.
Okay.
That's pretty generic. It's easy to forget.
Yeah, that is. But yeah, they had oysters and uni, and so
we left the girls at the place for a little bit, and the baby. Me and Chris popped over there and got some fucking awesome oysters and uni. Which, if you remember, after my Santa Barbara trip last year, I finally tried uni after Chris raving about it for so long, and it wasn't shit. I didn't get it. It didn't taste great. I was like, okay, this is whatever. And so he set out to show me the right uni, and it was much, much better. This
I know
time.
you were. I know. Yeah, it's so good. It's impossible for you to not like it,
Yeah.
especially knowing your palate, Kaylin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so we got uni. We walked back to the hotel. We're go to the girls and like, all right, let's get some crab now. We're going to the end of the pier to that crab
That's the
shack.
next thing.
The shellfish company.
Sure.
Out there. Let's go to the so Benny's. We're using that carrier thing like in The Hangover, and he really likes it. So we put him in there. The one that he just kind of like flops around in.
Right, the one where his neck falls and.
Yeah, no. But if they're a certain age, then their neck doesn't have to.
Right.
To do
No,
that.
I heard
Yeah.
about these.
Yeah. So
I
we're
wonder where
walking.
that
The
was.
girls are a little bit behind us, and me and Kaylin are walking ahead with a stroller. So I'm glad we cleared up.
I'm really glad that Kaylin got in with the oyster. That was a great interruption, bro.
Well, you started it with our food extravaganza journey, and then you
I
skipped
know.
over.
I
And
was
then you
going to
started
go
talking about
back to
babies.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was really emotionally confusing because I was getting hungry. You were talking about babies.
All right. Well, I'm sorry.
I miss Santa Barbara.
Burrito,
Fuck.
baby.
I see what you're saying, Matt. I see what you're saying, and yeah, I should start it more chronologically next time. So we're walking and we're going down the pier. By the way, this pier is not made for strollers. It's like
Stearns Wharf.
yeah, Stearns Wharf. That's what it's like off-roading
Yeah.
on that stroller. I have pretty big wheels on this stroller. It's some nice hardware that I'm using. And still, if Benny were in there, because it was an empty stroller because he's being carried in that hangover thing that he just like kind of flops
Right.
around in that you wear.
Did he look like the Hangover baby?
He looked just like the hangover.
Sweet.
Bit. Yeah, and so I was like, this would hurt him if we were walking there, but luckily, it wasn't in there. We're walking. Cars could park on there, too. I couldn't believe that. What piers let cars park on them like that? Lots of
Wharf.
cars. Yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah.
Probably the one. I used to be afraid of piers, by the way. I always had this.
Tell me you had a fear of peers.
I had a pier fear, and that was that a shark would jump up out of the ocean, bite the part that I'm standing on, and then I would just go down and into the shark's gullet.
Well, that happened.
It's been known to happen.
Has that happened?
In Santa Barbara, right
In
there.
at Stearns Wharf?
Yep.
Yeah. That fear has subsided to just like a mini fear, but it's still in the back of my mind. And I looked over to Kaylin, and it's just me and him pushing a stroller, and I'm looking, and our girls are a good 30 feet behind us.
Oh, and everyone's like, those guys are so happy together. I'm glad they found each other.
Are we a couple? Are we a gay couple? That's it.
We're kind of
Didn't even. Yeah, whatever.
And they're like, it's nice of them to adopt an Asian baby.
Yeah, just push an empty stroller.
Yeah, totally.
But then I'm like, this stroller's empty. People are gonna think we're posers. I'm a freaking poser here. I don't even have a baby. I just want it for the
got
the
one
cred.
on your thing though, and one of those.
Those hangover things where the baby just hangs around in.
But you can't.
But
Put
they're
the baby
so far
in it
behind. It's just us and that hot lesbian couple
So
with
you
Asian
only
baby
have a
behind us.
stroller. You are Sans baby right now.
Sans baby.
Sin baby. You're Sin baby.
I'm a poser.
Okay.
I am a poser.
Okay.
But we're walking in. There's this.
Should have put a 12 pack in there.
But Kaylin knows of a crab place in Santa Barbara, and he was right. This is the crab place. It's the way it was described to us. Oh, we're going to that shack at the end of the pier. That's the crab because that's where Kaylin wants to go. Yeah. So we go. It's extremely windy. It's like we're really getting that ocean breeze. I mean, Hurricane Hillary is on its way. She's on her way right now. We could feel it.
And that's just going to increase the likelihood of a shark being able to leave the ocean and be carried by the wind up onto the pier.
It's physics. Matt, thank you. You understand.
Sure. I've seen Sharknado. I get how this works.
Yeah, documentary Sharknado. Yes.
Yep.
So we go. We're eating crab, and this is probably one of the worst foods to eat in the wind. I mean, Matt, this is a Chez Fond-du-Lac segment already.
Wind foods.
Best wind foods, because this is not one of them.
Crab, not a good. No, I agree. No, crab, not a good wind food.
Not a good wind food because
you really don't want to have to hold anything.
Exactly. You don't want to hold it. Your hands are just coated now because they give you the crab.
You're working.
Yeah. By the way,
you're putting in work.
Kaylin's putting down a whole 3 pounds of crab alone, and I'm so impressed. Me and Jen are
you
splitting
don't think
one.
somebody could eat a 6-pound burrito?
I do think so. I don't think you can.
Okay.
Burrito, not bad wind food, honestly, because it's
great wind
wrapped
food
in foil.
Yeah,
it's
like almost a perfect wind food.
In fact,
wrap it as you
some
go.
burritos are a little messier than others.
Yeah.
Everybody in our Facebook group, I want a list of your best wind foods. Let's get a survey going too. And
a hot dog would be a good wind food, but preparing it in the wind puts it down that list.
Yeah. Let's be clear. This is about food to be consumed in the wind. Let's not open this up to worse foods to prepare in the wind.
Yeah.
We're never going to get an answer.
Chips, a bag of chips is a good wind food.
No, you catch the wrong
that.
animal and that bag is going flying.
That's right. The bag.
That's oh shit!
And
You point that thing at the wind.
That thing's
Catches it
it's
like
a
a
kite.
sail. It's gone.
Yeah, that's a kite. You don't want a bag of
You're
chips.
right. You're right. I'm sorry.
A bag of no
I
bags.
stand corrected.
Yeah, wind food and bag foods are two separate parts of the Venn diagram here. They do not meet. So we're eating crab. Kaylin's putting down a 3-pound crab on its own. Props. And
Yeah, but they weigh the shell too.
it was still a lot of crab, dude. But yeah, they do weigh the shell, which I find a cheat, but that's okay. And they don't include the head stuff, the stuff in the head. It's all emptied out.
It's all brain. Oh, you know, my family eats that shit. I don't eat the crab brains. But you eat the crab. They didn't give you the crab brains.
No crab brains. What are they doing with this, man?
My mom would have been pissed. She'd be like, I want my brains. I bought the crab. I want the brains.
Yeah,
what if they were really dumb crabs?
Oh, that's.
You ever think about that?
I didn't, and you're totally right. I shouldn't exclude them from being eaten as well. Yeah, certainly dumb crabs could be eaten as well.
Makes perfect sense.
And yeah, we don't want to eat their brains, or they might not have any. So so when you crack it, they give you the crab crackers.
Crack-a-lack.
What do you prefer, those hand ones, or do you prefer the hammer, like that wooden hammer with the spikes?
Honestly, I need both.
You need both.
I need both. Although if I got the hand squeezer, I can easily turn that fucker into a mallet.
Oh,
I can hit shit with it.
I don't know. It's pretty thin. And by the way, these things are not grippy enough. It's like a smooth metal.
It's this smooth metal, and they're only like that fucking big.
Yeah, that's right. So we're cracking crabs with these things, and Kalen, He is not messing around.
You can still I'm
just hearing. It sounds like walnuts cracking like across from me, just like. But it is getting all over the place. Now we're talking about wind foods. We have crab juice just flying in the air, crab meat flinging in the air, being taken by the wind. It's like Kalen would crack it and it would be taken by the wind and just go right back into his face, just slapped right back into his face.
Did you guys team up for a shower after this?
We did not do a team shower. No, although we should have, because we were covered. Like, it was to the point
also
where
that my girlfriend is deathly allergic to shellfish.
Oh,
so
yeah.
She's a trooper for sitting next to me and letting me eat this crab. I think about it all year. So.
Yeah, she's really allergic to shellfish, but she does enjoy. She's a thrill seeker, so she does sit next to Kalen while he eats crab. It's weird, but it's very nice that she lets Kalen get all of it, because all Kalen does is eat shellfish on the trip. So it's wonderful. So yeah, we're getting crab all over us, and it's to the point where you just kind of make peace with it. Like, I'm gonna be a mess, and we're just gonna,
Do they got wet naps? Don't they have a bucket of wet naps for you?
No bucket of wet naps.
Supply chain.
And the naps that they do have they're about as flimsy as they get. They're not.
Oh, they're the shitty paper ones.
By the way, those are a joke.
Dude,
Stop giving away
business.
that like the half ply napkins.
You're in a dirty business. Invest in some wet naps.
Get out of here. Yeah. It's like I don't want.
You're at the end of the pier. You're at the end of the wharf.
Yeah.
You're like, well.
But I don't want to get my napkin, be able to hold it up and see through it. And it just looks like
I know. I feel that napkin right now, and it's filling me with rage.
Yeah, it does nothing.
Yeah.
It gets dirty by looking at it, right? So we're eating the crab. It's all over us, and then we wash up. It takes a week, and
you don't have baby wipes in every pocket.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I should.
Okay.
I should.
I thought that once you had a kid, you just had baby wipes.
We do have a lot of baby
came
wipes.
out of your ears.
But I save them for the baby. I don't want.
Okay.
I don't want them. So
it's so messy. You just let it happen, and then you go to the bathroom, wash up, and then you're all done.
Yeah.
Okay.
As it's going down, you just got to let it happen.
There you go. No, give yourself to it.
Trying to like clean yourself up while it's
right.
No.
So then right after we wash up, I think I'm clean enough, because we did this, by the way, worst time to do this is after you check out of your hotel, where you don't have anywhere to wash up afterwards. So we already checked out of our hotels, and we're just hanging in Santa Barbara. And then Kalen, he goes and gets a lobster roll. He walks like a mile and a half to go get a lobster roll after that at this other place he wanted to go. The man is an animal.
Lobster roll, are we talking sushi style, or are we talking like Maine with the butter and the bread style?
Yeah, that style. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Was it less than $20?
No.
I still live with a lobster deficiency in my life, and I'm glad that Kalen is being proactive and filling that lobster hole.
Way to fill that hole, Kalen.
Thank you. There is a place that I'll say it's very known on Yelp, and it seems like the lobster roll place to go in Santa Barbara. And I stupidly just didn't have time to hit it up before this moment. And I was pretty full, but God damn it, I wasn't going to leave that.
Never too full for that.
Place without
you got that lobster hole in you. You got to fill it.
That's not the only one, Kalen. There's like there's like a couple in LA.
I've seen some
Huntington Beach
ones lately, but I don't know. I was right there. And you guys got ice cream. I don't care for ice cream, so I went to the lobster roll instead.
McConnell's?
Fuck, I'm jealous. I want to go to Santa Barbara now.
You know McConnell's, Doss?
Yeah, they make avocado ice cream every year. They're right. I mean, it's ice cream.
It's ice cream, but
it's great. It's fantastic ice cream.
Made. Yeah. Anyway, we had a great time. Hit the funk zone for a little bit. It was very, very nice. And by the way, this trip, we were there for 3 days. Kayla and I only met up on the last day.
Did you eat dinner in the funk zone at the brew house?
I didn't know, but I don't know. I should have got some more rest.
I described that place as mom on her best day.
Oh, that's a good way. That's a good way to describe something. Anyway, so we'll get more into food and stuff later on in the show. And
I also just got to say that we had to leave at what is the worst time for traffic.
Oh yeah, dude. Sunday at 2.
Yeah, that was like a close to 4-hour drive home. And man, I just smelt like fucking butter and crab like the entire time. It was pretty miserable, but I'll still say it's worth it.
How did the shellfish allergy in the passenger seat happen?
She didn't
Hold
die,
on.
so we're good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good update to have. Thank you. All right. Well, why don't we get into some comments, and then we'll continue on with the show.
Now it's time for listener
And with these are all comments found within our Facebook group, please join the Facebook group. It's a ton of fun. My favorite place on the internet. And all you have to do is just go to facebook.com/groups/Boboboy Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions. We might let you in. It's a good place to hang. All right. This first comment comes from listener Dos Angeles.
Oh.
He says, "Thank you guys for rolling out to the show on Saturday night. It was great to see a lot of you there."
I saw a lot of them there.
You had a
Few of them missed my show, though.
oh, really? You had a show at the Roxy.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it for months, it feels like, right?
Yeah.
With Seven Horse and
God,
Dada.
months, dude. I was talking to the band about this in the parking lot right before load, and I'm like, I can't believe it's today, fucking finally, dude.
Everything's
Booked
kind of
this
been
3
leading up to
fucking
this.
months ago.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So anyway, tell us about it.
Dude, it was killer. The Roxy is a place that you don't just get to play there. You have to be on a show. It's a theater. It's a concert hall. Like, you can play at the Whiskey, really easy. Sell 20 tickets, you can get on a show. The Roxy doesn't work like that. So it was a nice feather in the cap to be able to play. Dude, we had a green room. I had a hospitality rider, and I said, if it's not too much trouble, I'd love a 12-pack of Miller Lite and a bottle of Jameson. And they're like, we can't do the Jameson, but we got the Miller Lite. They put 30 Miller Lights in our green room.
Why couldn't they do the Jameson?
There you go.
No budget.
But 30 Miller Lights.
You get a 30-pack of
just
Miller
buy
for
a 30
$20.
rack. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Okay. Okay. That makes more sense.
They
Yeah.
could have gotten a
lobster
small
roll.
bottle of Jameson for like $13, but whatever. Anyway.
What was the budget for the rider? Like, let's say like $30.
I have no idea. We were guests of Seven Horse, and Dada, and we just smiled and were grateful to be there, and moved when they said move, and played when they said play, and got our shit off the stage.
How long was your set?
We got a 40-minute set, but I just said, dude, we're just doing 7 songs. Because I knew that
That's 2 hours. That's 2 hours. His longs are really long.
No, we played about 35 minutes.
Okay, great.
And then we got the fuck off the stage. And then I finally started drinking beers.
Yeah.
But
Miller Lights.
I'll put out some pictures. I guess it's a good picture. There's a picture of us, me and Rainin and Izzy, sitting on the couch in the green room after the show, and all of us just kind of fucking looking exhausted. It took dude, it was, and here's the biggest fucking stressor. Oh my God, this story. On Friday, I get a text from Dan Wistrom, guitar player. Hey man, I tested positive for COVID. Okay. And I rehearsed I'm in a band with one of the people who is playing with Seven Horse. So it's out.
Oh.
It's public. And I'm
they
like,
know.
fuck.
Wait. Oh, the information's out? Or
The information's out.
Okay.
It's now to the band. Sure, it's going to get to the club. If no one knew and no one tested, who knows what the fuck happens. But
Are you saying he shouldn't have said anything to anybody?
I don't know why people just keep testing. Whatever. Just stop testing.
Right.
It's over. Anyway, fucking. So, my guitar player, super fucking sweet guy, feels terrible. Finds us another guitar player and says, and I'm like, he's like, get me a set list. I'll get it to this dude. He can play the show. And I'm like, are you 100%? Are you 100% that this guy's going to play lead guitar on 7 songs, and the show is tomorrow? And this is like 5:00 in the afternoon on Friday. Show's tomorrow.
This is awesome. Okay.
Sound check is in 24 hours.
Okay.
So he goes, yes, I'm 100%. I'm like, all right, dude, thank you very much. Send me the guy's info. I'll give him a call. Gave him a call, talked for 5 minutes. I'm like, you heard the songs? You got any questions? It's like, no, it's great music, dude. Yeah, I'll learn it. I'll call you if I have any problems. Never hear from the guy. Finally meet him for the first time in the parking lot at the Roxy. And I'm like, any questions? It's like, no, dude, let's do this. I'm like, all right. So we got only 10 minutes to sound check. We were supposed to have 6 to 6:45. We didn't get on the stage till 6:15, and the crew, they were working as fast as they could, but they had to reset for a whole different band. So now it's 6:45, and they just line checked everybody. And the guy's like, all right, well, we got to do doors in 15.
So Caitlin, a line check is when they don't even let you sound check.
Works.
They just go, does your guitar work? And you go, brink. Yeah. Okay, you're good. Does the bass work? Bomb. Okay, that gives signal. That's a line check. So that's...
Now I know that.
Yeah.
Because I did it before.
So we really, really quickly run through about 40 seconds of 3 songs. And... whether this guitar player's got it or not, at this point, it's completely out of my fucking hands.
Cool.
So I just tell everybody, all right, let's just have some fun up there, boys. The dude fucking nailed it. Our last song fell apart in the at the very end, and I'm not sure which guitarist that was on, but all in, I was just, and I don't think anybody really fucking noticed, but how could they not? It was dissonant for a while. Dissonant, not dissident.
No.
No.
You want to be dissonant, though?
It was not.
Oh.
That's not good.
Right.
I don't want to be dissonant.
No.
Yeah, it was a cacophony at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the dissonance.
I'm really glad that you found a great guitar player, but it does make me wonder, what was to stop your COVID having friend from being like, yeah, dude, I got a great guitar player. Yeah, he'll meet you at the venue. And then he just shows up wearing a beard and a large wig. Like the bell guy or the door guy, he could show his regular ID and get through the door. But then the rest of the night, you're like, yeah, what's up, dude? I'm Joe. I'm the new guitar player. But he just happens to know all the songs perfectly.
That could have happened.
That should have happened.
Genius,
Matt.
Turns out that when I first met the guy in the parking lot,
I'm like, you need a manager, by the way?
Yeah.
A manager.
I'm like, dude, I tell the guitar player, dude, I've seen you play before. I've seen you play lead in a show I was at, and I thought you were a phenomenal guitar player. And we're talking throughout the night, and then he goes, I used to play with King Leg. And I'm like, I saw you at Maui Sugar Mill. And he goes, yep, that's it. And so
cool.
we still don't know where the eggshells came from, but I do know where I found this guitarist and thought he was great. So anyway,
that's fun. I mean, look, you have back when I used to play shows with and we would do stuff like that. We would just want to play a show and the guy didn't know how to play keyboards or bass, but he just wanted to be on stage with us. We would just hear after the first 10 seconds, okay, we're just going to turn him down all the way. And he would just he would just rock out with us, but you couldn't hear his instrument at all. So you had that option.
But no, it was great. It was a hell of a fun show. I'm grateful that so many people came out. One great dude, I was standing at the bar at the end of the show, watching the rest of the Dada set, leaning back with Kevin Terrell was there. Steve and his wife, Victoria, Jessica, a whole bunch of fucking bobos were out there.
Yeah, some of them commented too, pictures and comments and stuff. So, yeah.
But it was fun, and I'm so glad it's over. The stress and anxiety that I went through in that 24-hour period before the show, I just put 3 months of my fucking life into promotion for this fucking night. This is our one show this summer. We lose the guitarist the day before.
It's poetic.
So, but it all's well that ends well, and we got a new sub guitarist out of it.
Yeah.
He said to me, I said, dude, fucking great job learning the songs. And he laughs and he goes, songs are easy to learn when they're good. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. That's a nice compliment.
It was a nice compliment.
Good.
So he wants to play with us more, and he will.
Glad you had a good show, man. So, Kalen.
Yep.
Let's say we were going back to Lake Arrowhead, doing another one of our incredible live water coolers.
Can't wait.
And the venue said, "Hey, you each get a rider, $30." Kalen, what do you want on your $30 rider?
Wow, no, see, Kalen doesn't
That's the
get
budget.
$30. The band gets $30.
So should we do it all as
So
a unit?
we should
I was wondering.
just get a 30 rack of Miller Lite.
We should get.
But go ahead.
But Kalen, let's say you got your own. Everyone, we all got our own green room. We're divas, okay?
So it's Kalen and the water cooler.
No, well, we each get. Well, look, I'm afraid to even tell the listeners this because this is going to ruin the whole image of us. But we don't talk to each other off air.
Right,
we
well,
hate each
separate
other.
dressing rooms.
We don't like each other. Okay, we do this for the money.
Right.
All right.
The whole story about Chris and Kalen spending time with each other off
Didn't
mics they
happen.
just spent 35 minutes telling you guys about didn't happen.
fake, completely made up. All right, and I hate to tell the listeners that we don't like each other. Okay, but we are doing this strictly for the money, and so when we do live shows, we have some demands, and one is we don't speak to each other until we're on stage. I don't even want to look at you guys.
True.
So, Kalen, let's say you get $30 for your green room. What are you
$30
getting
for the Lake Arrowhead show?
for the Lake Arrowhead show that we're gonna do?
Based
And-
on how the last Lake Arrowhead show went, I'm gonna need to be not hammered, but close to it. So I don't know what bottles could I get for like $25.
Popov,
Yeah, well, I'm getting whatever.
you're gonna hard liquor.
Old
I'll
Crow.
probably go like a Sailor Jerry's because I'm a rum guy. I'd go bottle of Sailor Jerry's, which I could. Yeah, that might be just under, and I don't know, maybe some warheads just for.
Really spice things up.
Yeah, I'm going a bottle of Sailor Jerry's and.
Awesome.
Wow. That's a fucking rider, dude.
That's great.
You win. You and no one else gets to pick anything. That's it.
And then when you show
That's
up on
the
your first
fucking
show
rider.
and they have a bag of lemon heads, you go, you call these fucking warheads?
Yeah.
Lemon head, asshole, and then you throw them in his
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Disgusting.
face. Knock the bull out of here.
Disgusting. Kalen is rumming warheads on his rider.
Wow.
I mean, we don't even need to go around. That's,
All
no one's
right.
gonna
I
top
wanted
that.
to, but we can. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
It
Yeah.
sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, let's see here.
I
Johnny.
just want a $30 pair of binoculars so I can look into Kalen's green room while he's enjoying all that.
Ooh. Just drinking rum
Sitting
and
alone in his room.
puckered lips.
Oh, let me tell you one other just really quick story. After the show, we went to the Rainbow and drank some beers over there. And
The bar. The Rainbow Room.
The Rainbow Bar and Grill, yeah.
Yeah.
Right next door to the Roxy. And saw the guys from Seven Horse and Dada walk up. And so we went inside and walked over. And they had the Motley Crue booth. They had they had that part of the restaurant. And sitting around talking to all their people, just saying hi to people and whatever. And one guy's sitting at Joey, the guitar player's booth, and he looks just like Glenn Campbell. And he was old enough to get the Glenn Campbell reference. And so I just started bagging on the guy and saying, hey, I'm glad you guys brought Glenn Campbell to like a rhinestone cowboy. And then he'd say something. I go, what'd you say, Glenn? Anyway, he hated me.
That'll
was
do
fun.
it. Yeah.
I remember someone doing something similar.
It was fun.
Yeah, I remember we had a poker night here, and
Yeah, that's the one.
tell it, Kalen.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't at the poker night. Were you? I was there at the beginning. No, I wasn't at that poker night. Were you?
No, I wasn't. It's just kind of lore. Yeah, maybe we
was-
shouldn't.
yeah.
It's not our stories to tell.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
But there you go. Very similar thing happened.
Is this the one with the real Nick Davis?
Yeah.
Tell the story.
I forgot who he mistook him for.
Right. But
was-
he mistook somebody for an actor and would not stop calling him that. Over and over.
But he was an actor too.
Okay.
So
He just called him the wrong name.
yeah, who was the guy in Battlestar Galactica that
Oh, he was in. I believe he was in The Shield. Right. He's the guy.
Yeah,
with
it's that
the-
guy.
is it Trucco?
Yeah.
Michael
Chiklis?
Trucco?
That's the guy.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so Michael Trucco was there playing poker, and Nick kept calling him some other name and like, you look just like this actor, and it's another guy's name, and just is
Also an
relentless and just pounding it, and every
Wow.
time it's going around him. We're like, Truco's just like, dude, stop. And everybody, I think, was just like, come on, man, let it go.
No, everyone else at the table was laughing every time I called this guy Glenn Campbell. He was the only one who didn't like it.
All right, let's do another comment here. So Johnny Shine, he says, today I asked Mama what the male equivalent was for randomly buying a woman flowers. So what does a woman do for a man that is just as easy and means so much? I do all the cooking and preparing of food in the house, so I said a sandwich. If she just walked in the room one day with an unprompted sandwich, I would be ecstatic. Yeah. Let's talk about this, guys. So what do boys, the male counterpart, or the males, what do they want
Well, there's
that
really
is
two
equivalent
things.
to flowers?
There's
By the
really
way,
two things.
okay, go ahead.
And they need to come together. It's a bottle of rum and a bag of Hornets.
100%. 100%. What a stupid question.
Dude, remember how years ago we talked about that dessert in Wisconsin, Racine, Wisconsin? Forget what it was called. But it's like that circular dessert, that baked good.
Pie?
No, it's not pie, but it's like a
Crumble.
Kringle.
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 Yeah, and then we got sent a ton of Kringle. I'm
Right.
afraid that like we're just going to be sent a bunch of rum and warheads now, and I don't want that, Kalen.
How about lobster rolls,
Okay.
man?
If anyone was even thinking about doing that, the last time I went through my warhead phase, somebody sent a huge fucking bag of warheads that sat in my office for like 2 years. They didn't even.
No, it's sad.
They're still there, aren't
bro.
they?
You ate them all.
I tried to get through them for a while, but they sat there for a long.
It's a lot of warheads. Anyway, so let's see. So by the way, flowers. Kalen, when's the last time you brought your girl flowers?
Would have been Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's a. What about you, Doss? Do you buy your mom flowers?
Mother's Day.
It's a Mother's Day thing.
And I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll do. I think I'll do. I bought her. Guess what, Matt? Dude, it was just your birthday. Guess what? I bought my mom from 1-800-Flowers. You know this,
Flowers.
Matt. You know this.
Flowers.
You know this.
I'm racking my brain.
He's stuck.
I don't. I'm
He's
sorry.
stumped.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
Chris, Matt knows
Give me a
this.
hint.
What did I
Matt-
get my mom?
Does that have
Matt.
something to do with a drink that he likes that it's named after?
From 1-800-Flowers. You're right on track.
A drink from 1-800
What kind of
Flowers?
alcoholic drink that you like, he got the flower of that drink for his mom.
Rum?
Kind of,
Warheads?
Warheads. I got her from in Warheads. I got my mom a bonsai tree.
Oh. See, we thought you were just kind of setting us up to say flowers.
No, I got her a
I
bonsai
didn't know
tree.
that 1-800 Flowers did bonsai trees.
I
That's
didn't
amazing.
either. I didn't
What kind
either.
of bonsai was it?
Well, it was small. It's about that tall and like that big. But my mom, she had to
Got that part.
put it all together herself.
Is there like
No, they have a
like,
large
there's some-
size. They have a larger size.
Okay, they didn't tell you like what kind of tree it was.
I'm sure they did,
Bonsai.
but it bonsai.
Okay,
Yeah, the bonsai tree, as Matt said, could be really any plant. So it could be like you ordered a dandelion or something, and then you could just
Right.
trim at it a little bit. By the way, Matt, is your bonsai tree still alive?
yeah. Fucking Tobias is doing great, man. And it's been 108 degrees for like 3 months. So it's been really hard because I don't want to keep him in the direct sunlight all day because it just starts to wither.
Yeah.
So I have to this is my baby. I have to like wear it like in The Hangover.
Yeah,
Just
like in
put
that
the
thing.
bonsai tree and just kind of let the branches dangle. Like it's like that. Or like Groot for those of you who watch the Galaxy Guardian movies. But it's doing fine. It just
Okay.
requires a lot more work than I thought it would.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with that heat. That's way too hot,
you
Matt.
don't let
That's
it go
way too-
outside.
That's way too hot, and that's way too hot over there. I don't like it. I'm worried about you. Anyway, so yeah, buying flowers. I go into Trader Joe's, and right when you walk in, there's always just a bunch of flowers you could buy. It's
He's
like,
got great flowers, man.
it's the place to go.
Yeah.
They have really good
price.
selection. Always, and whenever I come home with a bouquet of Trader Joe's flowers, Jen's always really excited. I do this bit with Jen, which I think she's getting annoyed by. that whenever she has friends over, I'll come in there with a bouquet of flowers. Like, oh my God, I didn't know you had friends over. Hey, honey. Like, I totally forgot. Well, anyway, here's your bouquet of flowers. Always, every
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a great move.
That's
I'm
good
gonna steal
stuff.
that.
That's a
I'm
bit.
stealing
Yeah.
that.
Oh my God.
What's wrong with
Sorry.
that? There's nothing wrong with that.
And then she has to explain to them he does this only when people are over. but it's a good bit. Yeah, I encourage everybody to do it. It's fun. Yeah, but the as far as for guys, rum and warheads, once again, just
obvious answer.
just prevails. All right. Well, let's see. Let's do another one here. So somebody wants to ask how we draw stars.
Yeah.
So there's this
That might
graph.
be hard to describe on a podcast.
Yeah, I did. Everyone else said started from 4. I started from 1 to 4.
Okay, so
I did
yeah,
it differently.
just think of the way. Just think of the
I did
way.
it different than everybody
This is
else.
hard to do on a podcast. So just okay. So what we're
Really
gonna
more of a 2 and a 3.
Yeah.
and-
No, start at the top and you go like this.
yes, that is
That's
wrong.
how you draw a star.
Basically,
Everyone
yeah.
else goes like this.
So we're talking about drawing a star the first way you learn. So the one where it just looks like a bunch of triangles laid over each other, kind of like a pentagram or something, right? But as a star, and the not the one without any lines in the middle. Because if you draw a star like that right away, I'm just like you're an overachiever. I need you to just draw the quick star.
Mario
Where,
Brothers star.
yeah, that's
Like, just
yeah,
the
exactly.
outline of
I don't
it.
want that. I don't want that.
There's really only one way to draw a star, and that's a triangle and then an upside down triangle.
That's
Shout
a
out to
Jewish
the
star.
Jews. Hell yeah.
What
That's the
how do you
best
draw that
star.
one? Do you draw that one on the floor too? So basically, most people start from the bottom left corner, the bottom left point of the star.
Yeah,
But
they're
Dawson,
wrong.
you
They're
start
wrong.
from the
Start
top.
at the top, baby. Always at the top.
That seems like one of the more difficult places to start it, but I suppose
Dude,
none
of this is difficult.
I just tried it. I was able to complete it, but it was uncomfortable.
difficult?
It was uncomfortable. I don't like that. But I think, you know what? I'm going to change it up every time I have to draw a star. I'm going to start from a different point. And then I'm
can
just
we
going to get
break
good
it
at all of
down?
them.
Like you were asking, when's the last time you bought flowers? But like, when's the last time you drew a star?
I start things when I take notes.
You do.
Yeah. I've
I do it all the time.
But I actually just draw a bunch of lines. I don't really draw the star anymore. I just draw a whole bunch
I
of fucking
draw a
lines.
bunch of lines too, but I do have to admit this embarrassing thing that I never actually learned how to do the star with these points. So for the most part of my life, I did the worst thing, which is I would just trace the outside.
You
of
did
a
that thing
star.
I just said.
And
He
it
did the
was
Super Mario Brothers,
Nice, dude.
and it would always
Chris
come out
hates you,
wonky.
Caleb.
I really don't
Come
like
out
you.
horrible every time. So I just was like, "Fuck it, I'm good." Moving over to Dawson's, and I would just draw a bunch of lines. So I never learned.
It's more of an asterisk than a star that I draw these days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Kaylin, what are you best?
I trace the outside.
What is the best thing you can draw?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not good at drawing.
Yeah.
Best thing to draw.
What's the best thing you could draw?
How-
I tried drawing.
Realistic.
I don't know. Like, just like, what do you guys draw the most? Like, do you even draw? Is that a skill that we
I'm
even
not a
do
drawer.
anymore?
I scribble when I'm like on the phone. I'll just scribble on a pad, but that's as close to as I come to drawing these days.
Yeah, I'll do squiggly shapes and shit and fit it
Yeah.
in and make a mosaic of all these lines.
Yeah.
I do
But
a
it's not
fair
a
bit of
drawing.
drawing. The drawing that I do is in the context of Pictionary, or there's a even more fun version of it called Telestrations. I don't know if you guys have ever played that game before, but it's essentially
Does it involve dice and cheese?
It does not.
And we haven't
It's kind
played
of
it.
like it's a combination of Pictionary and telephone, where one person gets a keyword and they draw a picture of it, and then you pass that picture, and then everybody is drawing what they think the word is, but based on
The
the
picture.
horrible
Nice.
hand-drawn picture that was handed to them. And then at the end of it, everybody goes through like a chain and reading what they thought the word was. It's an incredible game. I'm found that I'm not great at drawing detail, but I'm pretty good at drawing like for lack of a better phrase, like the mise en scène. Like I'm really good at laying out the image
Environment?
in a way that will kind of make sense to whatever I have to draw. But I'm not. My cat is going to look terrible. But you're
Do you
going to
draw it
understand
in
that it's a
French?
cat. I should.
I draw in French.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Do you draw the mise en scène?
I don't I don't think I've ever played Pictionary with you, Matt, and that's one of my biggest regrets in life at this particular moment. So
I'm feeling that regret.
Can we
too.
do that over Zoom? Are we able to can we just film it?
You know what?
Let's just
There's
record us
another
doing Pictionary.
No, I know what to do. There's another great drawing game that is from the You Don't Know Jack.
I love that
producers,
game.
if you guys are familiar with that.
Yep.
And it came out became very popular during the early pandemic when people were kind of doing Zoom parties. And I'll try to find the name of the game, but that is one that we could literally all play over Zoom, and it requires a little bit of Pictionary style drawing and guessing, and it's super fun.
Maybe we do for a Patreon thing or something. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe our next
that's a great
meetup or
idea.
something. That'd be kind of funny. Let's divvy up some teams for the next meetup. Let's play some
That's
Pictionary.
a great idea.
All right, let's. By the way, if anybody wants to join our Patreon, go to patreon.com/watercooler. Get a lot of exclusive content.
Including,
It's
the only
inclusive
episode last
exclusive
week.
though.
Yeah.
It's very inclusively exclusive.
We're inclusive.
It's
We're exclusive.
exclusively inclusive.
And we only did one episode last week because of Dark Week, but we never take Patreon weeks off. We go through the whole year, and we love doing it. And if you sign up, you get our whole archive of shows. So, I mean, come on, why wouldn't you? You get twice the amount of shows now. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and we have a lot of fun doing it. All right, those are our comments, everybody. Thank you so much for writing in. Now let's, Kaylin.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
First off, you're not doing a flicking today, which I'm bummed about. What are you going to flick this week?
Well, 2 nights ago, I watched The Whale, which I've been waiting for to come on streaming, and you can now watch it on Paramount Plus. It's on there if you've ever wanted to watch The Whale. But I did also watch Super Mario Brothers on Peacock, so
Could be either one.
One of the two, and I haven't decided yet.
All right. If you do Super Mario Brothers, I did see it,
I knew.
and I loved it. I
I'm
really
leaning
loved it.
Super Mario Brothers, but who knows?
Especially now it's in the news because the voice of Mario just retired. The original voice.
Oh no, Luigi! Why'd I retire?
It's a
You
not
don't
a me.
retire, dude.
It's a no longer a me. Yeah,
He's not retiring.
he's retiring. He's retiring voice acting. The voice acting of Mario.
He's not going to voice Mario anymore.
Yeah, he's retiring.
Well,
That is not retiring.
Evil
Because
Mario.
in order to retire,
Isn't him
you
every
actually
time?
have to work.
Oh, geez. Here we go. Dawson, he's a fellow voice actor.
I know. And we don't really work. And he spoke for maybe in the last 25 years. Maybe he did a couple of 10-hour days.
Sounds like a pretty good gig to me.
Yeah, I know.
It's a great fucking gig. I think he's a fucking idiot for retiring, because he didn't really even work. Why would you? Why?
Well, Dawson, let's get philosophical here then. Is he an idiot for not really working, or is he a genius
He's
for not
a
really
fucking
working?
genius.
Okay.
I'm hate fucking him right now.
Oh.
But, I mean, I see every news report on this guy's retiring. No, you do fucking 55 years in the metal yard, and then they let you blow out a cake. You go fucking live the rest of your life drinking Budweiser on the porch. That's retiring. This guy
Can't
is
wait.
just going to go on and do other cool shit.
No,
He's not going to fight.
What he's going to do is he's the Mario ambassador, so he's still
Right.
traveling the world.
Right.
And, talking about
That's
Mario.
great retirement. I'm going to go travel on someone else's dime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to voice Mario
It's
anymore.
not fucking.
But
he
when
never fucking worked a
you
day
know
in
when
his
people
life.
see him,
It's not retiring.
he's going to be speaking at some seminar, some TED talk, and everyone's just be like not paying attention and like, what's going on? They're just like, do the voice. Just do the voice.
Right.
Just say it.
That's
Say
all
it.
he's going to
Say
fucking
it.
do. That's all he's going to fucking do. So he's really not retiring as the
Come on,
voice
guys.
of Mario
I
because that's going to
retired.
be the number one thing that he does as the ambassador for Mario.
Guys, I retired. I don't do that voice anymore. Just do it.
Just fucking do it. Yeah.
It's me, I'm Mario. And then the place goes nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
he's
all
not
you-
really retiring. There you go.
Actual movie.
I rest my case.
He plays the dad in the movie, Mario's dad.
What does he?
Huh?
Does he really?
Yeah. Yeah, in the movie, Mario's dad, who's like not, who's
Yeah.
a non-person. That's him. That's the
because
voice of
Charlie
Mario.
Day took his job.
Well, no, Chris Pratt did.
Wrong.
Chris Pratt took his job. Okay.
The
I haven't seen the movie.
yeah, it's a fantastic film. My goodness. But yeah, it reminds me of when my friend saw Coolio and nobody cared. Like, he's like, oh, it's usually new when everyone's booing him. Just play it, guys. I got new stuff. I got a new album out. Who cares? Just play the songs.
No, that was like I saw Ozzy's last performance, and I knew it was his last performance in LA. Just by the way it was done, but literally, Ozzy is berating the audience, and this is exactly what happened. What's wrong with you, Los Angeles? If you don't make more noise, we're not gonna play. All right, this is Iron Man. Ozzy, let's talk about how a threat works.
Yeah.
You don't say we're going to stop playing and then play the song that everybody came to fucking hear.
Yeah. Don't give them exactly what they want. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not really how it works. Yeah, and by the way, so Coolio played Gangsta's Paradise early just because the crowd was so irate.
No, hey,
he's like, he looks at his DJ and he's like, oh, yeah, and then nobody paid attention after that either. But that's what happens. That's what happens. All right, well, Kalen, you do have a quarter update. Before the show, I was like, Kalen, do you have a quarter update? He's like, maybe I have one. Maybe I don't. Whatever.
That means you got a new quarter.
Yeah, let's see. Let's find out.
Let's play quarters.
So I have gotten one state quarter.
Oh, baby.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I haven't had a lot of cash on me. So, but yes, I've only gotten
Paying
one.
car for those lobster rolls.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I only got one. Chris got two. He got both the lobster roll options, and that's what I should have done.
How'd you get
I
the
just went
sampler?
with one.
Because Matt, they have the two kinds. They have the hot lobster with the butter, or they have the cold lobster with the mayo.
Yeah.
What do you prefer?
Well,
I go both.
I definitely prefer the hot one with the butter.
Yeah, I go hot first.
But just like Dawson's saying, there's always room for more.
Well,
That's what I'm talking about.
I had eaten a lot of food at that point. So I'm not 100% I could room for more.
Kalen was
You're basically fucking transforming into a shellfish.
Yeah. They were a lot smaller though than I thought they would be. So when I did actually take it out, I was like, you know what? I could have got but it's okay because I picked the warm butter and it was delicious. But as for the state quarter that I got, Matt, you were gonna love this. The inventor of the Post-it note is from this state.
My hero,
Woo!
Mr. Post-it.
Mr. Post-it.
Oh my
And you're
God.
only allowed to remarry the same person 3 times in this state.
Oh man.
It also
Interesting.
borders 7 other states.
All right, so it's one of those ones in the middle.
Yeah.
It
God.
is Kentucky.
I was going to say
Ah.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I was going to say that. I swear to God, I was going to say that.
I love that.
And there's your update.
Harlan County.
That's it.
The
Oh.
update's that you have it. You have that one.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah.
I will be
Okay,
honest.
so you
When you start hearing
Better
me
include the
rattle
update
off
with
fun
the
facts
update.
about this.
I came very close to tainting this whole experiment in Santa Barbara. I had a pocket full of probably 10 to 12 quarters, all state quarters, and I was just trying to sneak them around in front of Kalen just so he would haphazardly just happen upon these quarters. Like, oh, there's
Yeah.
but
Yeah, and by the way, it would have very much worked if Chris wasn't so overt about it. Like at one point, I just looked over and there was a state quarter like sitting there. I was like, huh. Oh yeah, like I definitely noticed it. I noticed any state quarter now. So like, Chris was like, oh, what's this? And then I was like, oh, are you doing it? And then he picked up the phone and one dropped out of there. I was like, okay, now I see what you're doing.
and then Kalen's
Picked
like,
up the phone and a quarter dropped
He
down.
continued that bit like 4 or 5 more times.
I really did. And then Kalen's like, Chris, your shorts are jingling. You can just hear all the quarters in my pocket as I'm walking around. So like, all right. I really didn't want to taint
One
it.
almost
down.
got me. The first one almost got me.
Well, speaking of Kalen's quarters, everybody go on Instagram and follow at Kalen's quarters. Because, okay, so what happened was Kalen wrongfully gave Drawn by Joe Giachero credit for this Instagram account when it was really our other Bobo boy, Joe Urbanek, who made it. And Joe called Kalen out, but then the two Joes got together and they made a new logo. And it's on my phone here, but you got to see this. It's a new Kalen's quarters graphic there, and it's truly, truly wonderful.
That's
so
pretty good shit.
I love how things like that just work out. So love that Instagram account, Kalen's quarters. All right, Matt, let's do some Chez Fondelize.
Oh no!
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price?
What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Chris!
To say, hey, Matt.
What's on the menu?
It's on the menu.
Well, I want to talk to you guys about a local burger spot that I've come across in my many travels around the fine city of Austin.
If it's this freaking Wendy's again, I'm going to
Terry's.
lose my
No,
mind.
It's not. It's not.
No.
There's only like 6 locations, kind of all around Austin. It's called Mighty Fine Burgers.
Oh, I like the
And
name.
It's kind of like for those of you in SoCal, it's kind of like Five Guys would be the closest comparison that I can think of.
Dawson, what do you think of Five Guys?
I don't like that I have to make my own burger when I ordered it at Five Guys, because it's like, you guys got 5 guys.
Yeah, they should be able to figure that out.
Should put that in your business plan.
But
They
these are
do
some mighty
have
fine burgers.
Your kind of basic burgers, but yes, like Five Guys, part of the fun is that you get kind of customize the
I don't
burger
like
the
it
way
either.
that you want it. You're missing out.
I-
'cause
option
it's
paralysis.
fucking delicious. Well, again, you can just get the cheeseburger with all the fixins or whatever, and you're going to be just fine. No choice required.
but I don't like
let's
knowing
say-
I had the choice either.
Let's say you want to have those onions grilled.
Take all
Let's
choice
say
away.
you want to have jalapeno mayo, or maybe you want to add some bacon or a green.
Matt,
chili
you
to it.
freaking
can
changed
do
since you went to
that.
Texas,
You
right?
changed,
Well, the
man.
one time I went to
You
to get
changed.
burgers with Matt, he took me to a place where it's like you cannot change anything. You get the burger the exact way you make it. Even if you
Right.
think about a substitution, you're out.
That
Get
was
out.
the
Let you.
substitution.
Father's office.
soiree.
Yeah, Father's office, and it was a
right.
beautiful burger. Matt, take me to
It
that place
is.
now. Now listen to him.
Substitutions.
I was doing those
Now listen to him.
highfalutin burger joints where you got to
Let me
make
tell
it.
You walk into this place and it is what I imagine. I'm not from the Midwest, but I imagine it is like what a Midwest family friendly, just a local spot that you would go to. All the inside of these long banquet tables. They got the like checkerboard picnic table cover.
I like that.
Essentially like metal folding chairs.
They
They've
got
in
metal in
corner.
they got metal playing.
No, they've got
The Pantera
country music.
folding
Like
chairs.
Now that
real-
would be sweet.
Dawson, you would love it. They got real country music, like old school country music. I like kind of barely recognize
Garth
a
Brooks?
track
Like
or
Merle
two.
Haggard.
Yeah, like Merle Haggard, like old school kind of stuff.
Like Jason Isbell.
They got like a Miss Pac-Man machine that I'm sure was there, 45 years ago, and it's set to free. And it just has a sign on it for the kids, like just be nice and take turns.
This
I don't
is a
understand.
freaking spot, man.
I don't
This is
understand.
awesome.
Give them the
Wait
Michelin
a
star
minute.
just based on the environment alone. This is wonderful.
Pac-Man is a Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man is not a man. Should she be Miss Pac-Woman?
Well, maybe it's Miss Pac-Man.
Oh,
Okay.
actually a Jew.
She was-
Mr. Pac-Man, his lovely wife.
Miss
Go
Pac-Man.
around with the fruit, and they get chased around.
And there's ghosts.
There's ghosts everywhere. Hey. Oh boy. Well, for those of you who are still listening, I wanted to say that we talked recently about the smash burger, like the really thin patty. This is almost like the opposite. Their burgers are like almost like a meatball. They're super thick and fucking delicious. They have just their normal half-pound burger. I've honestly just started getting what they call the junior burger, which is the quarter pounder, but again, it's like having a giant fucking meatball with all your toppings on it. So
I like
it's
this.
solid burger. Crinkle cut shoestring fries, not bad.
I like that.
Probably the weakest.
Is that
Wait,
the-
crinkle
what-
cut
what- what-
shoestring?
what?
How do you
Yes,
crinkle
that's
cut your
why I said it that way.
shoestrings?
Hard to explain, but they really are like very.
Are they
very
just
thin.
zigzag? Are they just zigzagged horseshoe flies? Shoe horse.
Horseshoe flies.
What are they called?
Yeah, we're eating.
What are the
them
ones?
on-
Little ones called?
eating on the ranch, man? Horseshoe flies.
What are the little ones called? Shoestring. Aren't they just
Fries. We're talking
zigzaggy?
about French fries.
This is zigzaggy, right?
I don't know about this Michelin star.
I don't
anymore.
know about the. I don't know about
Yeah.
the crinkle cut.
Crinkle cut
Yeah,
horseshoe
it's-
flies.
The
Horseshoe
flies could use some work. Too many flies. No, the fries are okay. That to me is like probably the weakest one. But I will say
You presented them like they were the king of all fries.
apologize for misleading.
Yeah, dude, you really.
I was fucking
Really
down with them for
built that
now.
up.
Now they're just, no, whatever. They're not that important.
But here's what I'm gonna say. They got what I will call like a second tier soda fountain. It's not, you go to some places, they just have like Coke and Sprite, and it's not like a 7-Eleven where they have every soda imaginable. But sometimes you get to one of those restaurants, they got the kind of that next step up. Maybe there's a Dr. Pepper, or in this case, there's some cherry Coke, which to me is really just putting it over the edge. I don't mind the fries not being as good because I get some fountain cherry Coke, which is hard to come by, but when it is, it's really great.
When you do cherry Coke, can you tell the difference between that and then when you go to the movie theater and they have that machine with like one spout and it's like, okay, I'll do some cherry Coke. Like, have you done that?
Like, I guess I'm not sure I understand.
You've never been to those movie theater?
There's a one drip soda
like the ones
dispenser.
that, like, build your own or whatever kind of. Yeah, those ones are awesome.
Those are good. You can does that taste like cherry Coke when you use those?
They taste different because those use the syrups versus this is just like the stuff that's in the can.
Yeah.
It just like comes in the little fucking packet underneath the machine or whatever.
No, they come from somewhere else. When I used to work at
Kentucky.
restaurants, they were in a different room and they were just these heavy boxes of syrup that you had to plug into the tube. Kind of like when you go to the bank and you put your money in the secret of the ooze tube and it like sucks it up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but with syrup. And you're in a whole different room and it just sucks up the syrup and puts it somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah, it's technology.
Syrup
Tommy
suckers.
Boy,
Yeah.
fucking Rob Lowe standing in front of it and just rips his fucking shirt off. All right. Well, anyway, ultimately the place is about the burgers, and it is a great burger spot, and it's conveniently located next to the Total Wine, where I find myself going weekly to buy that bottle of rum. So anyway, Mighty Fine Burgers. It's not quite Michelin star worthy, but I will say it's one of the places that I go to probably most frequently out here. Just like a great lunch spot for casual burger. Mighty Fine Burgers. Check it out if you're ever in Austin. That's what's on the menu.
Oh, I love it. That sounds good, dude. I want a Mighty Fine Burger right now.
I want one right now too.
Woo.
Is it spelled MIT fine?
No, spelled the right way.
How do they spell fine? Because if there's an O in it, I'm flying out there right now.
It's possible. Is there
Yeah.
an O in it, Matt?
Oh, no, there's not.
Oh, sorry,
I
Chris.
was having trouble understanding what you were saying, but now
No
I
O.
get it.
Oh, yeah. Something that's
Mighty
fine.
fine.
Like there are some things that are
Right.
fine, but if you find something that's fine, that's a big deal. It's
You know,
really rare.
everything in Australia is that way. They don't have ice cream in Australia. They have ice cream.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat any fucking ice cream though.
right. Yeah. That's mighty fine. Yeah. That's man. My heart's pumping thinking about
And
it.
that's what's on the
right,
menu.
well, thank you,
I want a
Matt.
burger now, dude.
Me too.
I'm Hungarian,
I love that
bro.
the junior
I'm fucking
junior burger. It's a
Hungarian.
quarter pounder there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's nice, dude. I'd be down for that, but I would, anytime I try a new place, it's how do you make it? However you fucking make it. Don't just make it. You're in the restaurant business. I'm in the eating business.
Yeah. I used to ask for whenever I ask waiters or something, oh, what do you like to get here? What are you doing? And then they always go, oh, we have this secret thing that we do. That
If it's such a secret, why are you telling me?
Well, and the reason, and then they give it, and it's sometimes it's just a little too weird. And the reason is because they're bored with all their usual foods. They have to make something that's exciting,
Right.
and weird and different. But I'm not ready for
No, I
that yet
gotta
because
get
I'm not
it now.
bored of what's on your menu now. But I will say that is how like Animal Style and all that stuff was created at In-N-Out. Like that's how that secret menu stuff got created. It's just like, oh, this is like ignore off the menu, or you could do what we do, and I can mustard grill this patty. Put some pickles on it. Put some grilled onions
Is that
on
what
it.
Animal Style is? A mustard grill?
Mustard grilled patty.
Really?
Yeah.
Extra sauce too.
So good.
It's
So good.
it's
And
not
they do the grilled onions.
Animal Style is not a way, it is the way.
The way.
It is
Absolutely
the
the
way.
way. But the fries, you just get the regular fries. Don't
No.
do animal fries. Don't fuck the fries up.
Oh, I'll have the fries up real
Don't
good.
fuck the
Animal
fries
Style.
up. Don't fuck the fries.
Good.
Don't fuck the fries.
Animal fries are awesome.
Kaylin, when was the last time you were in and out?
Probably last week. I get in and out like probably about 3. I probably average like 3 times a week.
Is there one on, is it Laurel or Lancashire?
Lancashire.
Lancashire.
Yeah, it's on Lancashire.
Keelan
I
knows.
I actually kind of feel like like a teenage girl at Starbucks when I order my In-N-Out orders now.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
You had a lot of modifiers.
It was getting to the point where I was like, I need to stop this.
Give me your most detailed In-N-Out order real quick, and if it has warheads in it, I'm leaving.
My go-to is the 4x4 protein style.
No, don't. I don't want
For
you to tell me.
people
I don't want you to tell me what it is.
Oh,
We'll explain. We'll explain it in a moment. But let's just do some role playing. Hi, welcome to In-N-Out. What can I get for you?
Can I get a 4x4? Protein style, light grilled onions,
It's like fries with that.
no spread, chopped chilies, mustard fried patty.
Yeah, that's too many.
Wow, dude.
like,
yeah,
sir,
yeah. I'll be like,
get
get
out.
the
Yeah.
fuck out of
Go to
here.
a different restaurant.
You know,
We
there's a
have
Five Guys
4
down the
things
street.
on the fucking menu for
Five
one
Guys
reason.
Down the street.
Yeah, go to Five Guys down the street. Fill out the Scantron form that they make you
Right.
fill out, and get what you want there, buddy.
As soon as you said 4x4 protein style, I would take a sip of water just so that I could do a spit take in your face about how fucking absurd that is. Just order a steak.
Yeah, 4x4 protein style for those who are not In-N-Out enthusiasts is 4 patties, 4 meat patties, 4 pieces of cheese,
4 cheeses.
and wrapped in lettuce, right?
Yeah, and I was going a little better. I'd go 4x4 protein style, animal style, and then I was doing that for a little while.
Do you eat that with your hands, or is
I
that a
could eat
knife and
that.
fork
I
thing?
can fucking eat that.
No, that's hands. But speaking of a knife and fork, there was this thing going
Fork and
around
knife.
all over social media, which is just the 2 patties, but with the grilled whole onions on the top and bottom.
Oh, as the buns.
Wow.
As the buns.
As the buns.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I saw this going on. I was like, all right, I gotta get it.
Are you gonna?
So
If you do that, take a picture of it,
gotta
Kaylin.
report
I just
back.
need. I want to see it
Oh,
in the
already-
wild.
I already did it.
Oh, you
You've
did
already
it.
Done it.
Oh, absolutely. I was like, I have to.
And
How was it?
Already did. It was fucking delicious. But
do
so
onion.
I got an extra patty, so I got 3 patties. So it was like,
That's on top of your 4x4?
no. But after I ate it, I was like, I don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth like I do with the 3x3 protein style. It's like they're just, I need a little bit more. I like the lettuce wrap more, and it's so messy. Like it's insane.
Well, yeah. You're using onions as a bun.
Yeah.
Yes, it's messy.
You know, most people think bunions are disgusting, but I got news for you.
Yeah, you can't.
Is that what you call it?
Is that what they call it?
I want a burger with bunions.
I don't know what they call it. I had
Yeah,
to.
I can't imagine why that would never catch on.
It was delicious, and most of the time I'm eating it just in my car. So yeah, it's not gonna be my order going forward. But I would encourage anybody to try it because it is. Really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, so when you go to In-N-Out, you say you are going to be enjoying it in your car. You let
Yeah.
them know that, and then what
like-
do you eat in the parking lot, or do you find a nice view?
Yeah, I just try and get out the way, and then I'm
Get
normally
out the
on the
way.
go. I'm working. Yeah,
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
get out the way.
But will you order that again, or is that you won't do it anymore because it's too messy?
Yeah, and again, I want the rest. I like the lettuce and tomato. And,
Unflickable. The bunion burger.
no, it is flickable, but it's not as good as just a regular 3x3.
All right, noted. I think Matt ruined it for me by calling it a bunion burger, though. So I might
I'm just
not.
picturing the Burger King bunion campaign. It's just that'll never work.
Well, speaking of not working, I saw another video of someone else getting the same thing, but instead of an onion bun, it's the tomato bun. So it's the tomato.
That's
See,
messy.
that's even worse.
That's too
I was
messy.
like, I don't
No.
even feel like that one.
This has gone too far.
This is too much.
It's gone too far.
Yeah. What else could you use as a bun? Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway.
Bread.
That's too crazy, Matt. That's too crazy. All right. Well, anyway, let's go around and get our plugs in, and we'll GTFO. All right, Das, how about you?
Nothing. Be good to each other. Thanks for coming to the show. Rock and roll.
Hell yeah, Kaylin. What about you, buddy?
Check out our Patreon page. It's pretty great. I also got to shout out the Santa Barbara Shellfish Company. I mean, that's my spot. I love it. I wait for it every year. Although I will admit, their lobster rolls not very good. So you're gonna have to walk down the street to the Broad Street Oyster Company for that primo lobster roll.
Yeah, not a bad walk either. It's like a mile.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Matt, how about you?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondelier, but most important, sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com/watercooler. It's the only way to support the show right now. And if Gary was here, I know he would echo the sentiments that $5 is $5. So please consider helping us out. And, you get twice as much show, plus like 3 years of episodes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Please support us on Patreon. I agree. Patreon.com/watercooler. All right, that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back for Patreon later this week. We love you. Goodbye. Woo!